Good morning, guys. So, I guess it's afternoon now. It's Sunday. I woke up, went to church this morning. It was a fantastic service. I am clocking into work here in just a little bit, but I wanted to jump on here because there were some things said in church today that absolutely I relate to. It's things I have dealt with in my past. It is things that I have personally felt. And so I know if I have felt this way, other people have felt this way. And so I just wanted to jump on because I know not all of my friends live in Jackson County. I know not all of my friends were at my church this morning, so not all of them got to hear the message. So, one of the topics that was talked about this morning was people feeling unworthy or shameful to come to church. And I will tell you, absolutely 100% without a doubt, those feelings come straight from Satan. He wants to tear us down, and he wants to make us feel unworthy. He wants to put everything that we've ever done against us and make us feel like because of that we can't go to church. And I'm not talking about huge sin. Sometimes it can just be, I haven't been there in a while. They're going to think I was doing something wrong because I haven't been there in a while. He plays hard on that because he knows he can win with that. And a lot of times he's successful. There have been times where I myself felt that way. I've had other people make me feel that way. I will tell you, I've never in my life ever met a Christian who brags about how godly they are and they are such a good person and they go to church on Sunday and they are just without sin. I've never heard a Christian ever describe themselves that way. And do you want to know why? Christian does not mean perfect, and every Christian understands that. Christian means you're saved. It means that you have a relationship with Christ. It means that you have come to the knowledge that you are not and will not ever be enough. You will never be perfect. You will never be clean on your own. And so I've had people say, you're supposed to be a good Christian church-going lady. I never once, ever described myself that way. I never once said I was perfect. I will be the first person to tell you I sin just like everybody else, and that's why I have to be there on Sundays in that pew, because I will never be enough on my own. So, if you are not going to church because you feel like the church is full of hypocrites, that's kind of hypocritical, because you're saying that because these people sin, you don't want to be around them. Well, you're not ever going to find a building full of people that don't sin. Everybody's sin might look different, but at the end of the day, it's still sin. And so avoiding church because you think that you might run into a sinner there, absolutely you will. 100% guaranteed, all of us, every single one of us. If you are not coming to church because you feel like you aren't worthy, that's the biggest lie. Everybody is worthy. Every single person deserves to know Christ. Every single person deserves that forgiveness. Every single person deserves to be saved. And so, don't let Satan tear you down. Don't let Satan make you feel like you shouldn't be there, or you can't be there, or that people will look at you, or that people will judge you. Because it's not true. You find your people. And I will tell you, churches are like shoes. Some don't fit, and that's okay. You look for a different one. There are amazing churches here in Jackson County. I have been to amazing churches here in Jackson County. We have a ton. We have a ton of wonderful pastors. We have a ton of loving people. It took me a couple years in Jackson County to find the church I fit with. And that was discouraging. I was very faithful in attending church before I moved to Jackson County. And then things happened, and I didn't really find my clique. And then after I wasn't in church for a while, I started saying that, well, you can't go back because, you've been out of church, and what are they going to think about you? What are they going to think that you've been doing for the last year or two? Well, I was doing nothing. I was sitting at home on my couch. And you want to know who suffered because of that? Me. I never lost faith. I never strayed, away from God. It's not like I was doing something horrible or terrible. I was being lazy on Sunday. I was watching online services. But my cup wasn't being filled. I didn't have a church family. I didn't have people I could call up and say, can you pray for me? I was missing out on all of the blessings that church members get because I was listening to a liar tell me maybe I wasn't good enough. And one day I just decided to put that away. And so if you are watching this and you have those doubts and you have those things coming up, you tell him to get behind you. You get your butt to church. You feel the Spirit. It feels amazing. It is something you cannot feel at home sitting on your couch. You can't. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here. And if you do not go to church, stop judging Christians. We are not the ones that are saying we're perfect, we're wonderful, we're just the best people in the whole world. We are not saying that. We are people. We are human. We make mistakes. Anything good in me that you see is Christ, and everything else is pure just me. And the me isn't pretty. Anything good that I do or that comes out of me is not a product of me. I promise you. And I'm well aware of that. I know my shortcomings. You want to know how I know? The same way I know I'm a Christian, because when I get out of line, my toes get stepped on. I feel that. I know that. I've under that conviction. Every time I step out of line, I say something wrong. No one's going to beat me up more than I'm going to beat myself up. But don't come looking to find a Christian doing something that you don't agree with and then saying, well, look at that goody two-shoes Christian. Well, chances are that goody two-shoes Christian never said they were a goody two-shoes. You put that label on them because you see them trying and because you see them wake up on Sunday mornings and go to church. They're not doing that so that they look good to you. They're doing that because they need refilled, because they need filled up to face that coming week. You do too. You need filled up so you can face that coming week. None of us can make it on our own. It's the longest, hardest, saddest road you will ever try to go if you do try to go it on your own. So if you didn't go to church today, go Wednesday, go tonight, go next Sunday morning. You try a church and it doesn't feel right, try a different one. Go until you find the place where you belong. So that was just my little soapbox spiel for today. So I hope you guys have a great day. If you got to go shopping, stop by and see me. And have a good week this week. Do something good for yourself. Talk to you girls later.